Well, hello there. Good morning to you all. Like yesterday, I did promise. I will now be doing some final impressions videos on other series that came out during the fall season of 2013. The first one that I will be talking a little is titled Walkure Romanze, and basically is it's based in adult visual novel that was developed by Ricotta for Windows PC. Um, this is the company that did make the visual novel of Princess Lover. Um, and the series was directed by Yuzuki Yamamoto, and it was written by Kazuyuki Fudeyasu, and it aired between 6th of October of 2013 until 22 of December of 2013. And basically the story of the series is the plot revolves around a male character called Takahiro Mizuno that basically is a student that is in an academy that basically they usually do jousting. Jousting, if you are not familiar with the term, it was a middle age uh, sport in a way uh, that basically you put two knights and they fight for their honor, for their lord, for their love interest, for riches, whatever. During this history, the medieval history, sometimes jousting was used also as a way to avoid battles, because during the Middle Ages in Europe there were there were there was not much population, and usually the kings, emperors, dukes, counts, etc., etc. They usually prefer not to fight battles or battles in camp, and sometimes they settle their disputes with a jousting tournament that they choose a random number of knights from their entourage. The enemy do the same, and then they will fight, and the winner of the fight will be considered the winner of the battle. This is in the medieval ages period. In the late medieval ages period and Renaissance, the jousting tournaments become more like a sport that has like the way it's presented in the series, and they kind of lose this uh, situation where they were actual battles. But nonetheless, it's true that even in this, it's possible that you will die in a fight like this, even if it's just a tournament or just a tournament. So basically, the story is about this guy that he was a former knight. Then he kind of got injured, and he still continues to be enrolled in this academy. But he kind of changes his curricula, and is trying to become a bagletter. A bagletter basically is someone that helps the knight during the jousting. And then we have several girls that were are going to appear. For instance, Mio, Noel, Celia, Lisa, and Akane, and all of them eventually want that this guy become their backlider or their aide, but he cannot decide about it. And eventually, there are adventures in a way. This is the general with the Justin team behind. but is also a action romance and in a way school life series. And eventually the series ends with a great jousting tournament. Um, we got to know each of the characters, what are their ideals, what is behind them, what happened in their past and such. And eventually, this series ends with a jousting tournament where the favorite knight, basically Celia, wins the competition. And but eventually, this is a story about this confronting their fears or confronting your fears. On the other hand, discover friends, and in the third situation, um, how you can conquer obstacles that are in your life. Basically, these are the mainly the three lessons that you could eventually retrieve from the series. Besides this, the series, well, is enjoyable. We have several scenarios appearing. It's not only concentrated in one single scenario like the school. Uh, we have adventures in the field. We have adventures in old mill, etc. So it was an enjoyable series. Um, it's a light series, in my opinion. You can have a good time watching, and if you can understand mainly the three situations that I already referred, you will get the essence of the series and the lessons that the series tries to teach us in a way. So that's it. So basically, this is a enjoyable series. For me, it was a good one. It's not bad. It was not amazing or excellent. If I need to give a rating to the series, probably I will give it 6. It was a good series. It is enjoyable. It's interesting the way they show the characters, the way they show their backstory in a way. They could have a little more development or a little more explanation on the part of some characters, but nonetheless, it's enjoyable. And well, if you are curious to see what kind of series this is, I recommend that you take your time and watch the series. So that's it. Hope you enjoy. Stay well, peace, and see you soon.